So as actually Chris mentioned, so we are a university based in Vilnius, Lithuania, but we are with a really strong roots from Scandinavia and from BI Norwegian Business School. And as well as I heard here, Christina mentioned as well double degree. So we have a double degree in France and in Norway. So in our founder university, we are funded by BI Norwegian Business School, where you can get a double degree as well. And later I will explain more what does it mean, double degree, right? And we are #1 university for a business in Lithuania. So for many years, and every year our new rankings come out. So we always are in our top lead position. So we are really happy about that. And as I mentioned, so I will show you the most important part of this presentation, which is ISM campus, new campus, which is really located in a very central place. So now we can do the drums, and the next picture will be of the new campus. So this is us. Actually, I was there last week on 25th of March with a bunch of students from Latvia. So there was like, yeah, an opportunity when the countries are closed and someone can come and visit. So this building actually before was a postal office in a very center of the Vilnius, and now it's totally rebuilt and made super modern for students. So ISM really thinks about a community actually, when we ask students like what they value the most and how they think, what is the ISM biggest values and course, so it's a community, networking, academics, and opportunities. And I hope that during this presentation you will understand why. So as well, yeah, so some pictures you can see there. There's this little red tower, which is one of the oldest historical towers in actually in whole Europe. So ISM is just like next to it, and there's a great opportunity to get to the terrace and then see how it looks. Actually, maybe at the end I will show you some video of the tour we had last week. So yeah, this is inside how it looks when it was just opened, and here you will see some pictures how it looked when some student gatherings started and when we had those opening days. So you can see very interesting clock, so which actually was made especially for this building, and yeah, so a lot of work for designers to do. Those are our classes, yeah, so you can see what is the teaching rooms and like how it looks. So for each class, actually outside there is a little screen to see, and you can like see like what lecture are held in there, and what is the next, what is the scheduled room, and actually for each student, so you can actually book any meeting room or this classroom for your necessities if it's free, like if there is no one else inside. And as well, what is really nice, what I learned just last week when I visited ISM, that if you are one of the student club members, yeah, and we have a lot of those clubs, I will show you at the end, you can have that code card, which means that even during, it was Saturday, this 21st of March, so there was full of students there, because even on Saturdays, Sundays, you can go there with your card and go to any part of the building and study there, do some group works or what else you need to concentrate. And actually we met some Latvian students who told that, yeah, they came to ISM Saturday to study for their exams on a Monday. So very encouraging environment. Here is actually why this picture, because you can see this woman here, why I wanted to show her. This is one of our master's program directors. So what does it mean and what is the message of it? That actually, as I mentioned, the second course is academics, and actually we have really strong academic background with a really great professors from all around the world. So 50% of our faculty is international, which means like that part of the professors are from abroad, or they are guest lecturers who come from different continents of the world. So this is Vita. She's Lithuanian, but all the professors, even if they are Lithuanians, they had their education abroad. Let's say they graduated St. Andrews, Oxford, Harvard, New York University. So that's why we are saying that we have those Oxford, Harvard methodologies here at ISM, because those professors bring them to ISM. And as well, students after the ISM can go and study to Oxford. So at the very end, you will see some students and with small feedbacks and what are they career growth after the ISM. So as well, we have professors from Canada, from Tomoyuki's from Japanese, from Germany. So yeah, so don't be afraid that if you think that you are coming to Lithuania, which maybe doesn't sound super exotic, it's still very involving environment where you can grow very fast, because nowadays Vilnius, at the capital of Lithuania where we are, they are one of the top cities for startups, let's say, and for all the banking things and finances. So it's very fast growing city and a country. And yeah, so this is really nice location of the Europe as well. So this is like a nice place where to make your fundamentals of your career and then growth further. So yeah, so one more classroom. So here you can already see the gatherings, and actually we had already our first graduation ceremony at ISM. So yeah, and here you can see actually Logan, which is one step ahead. And I really think that this is a really great assumption of our community, because this is who we are, because not only the professors, but the students and everyone together, we really make that one step ahead, right? And this is very important for those who are interested in bachelor studies and like start to go somewhere and start your careers. You need to be in that environment where everyone is the same and everyone is like pushing you through and saying like, yes, you can do it. You have idea, I have idea, we can put it together. And yeah, so this is all about a community. And what most important part, so it's not that you will receive those 3 years or 3.5 years just diploma or 2 diplomas if you have double degree. But like in that Saturday, I saw that there was so many people actually after graduation who come for MBA, for ISM executive school. So they are continuing to actually this learning process and involve and gather together in such a various events. To be brutally honest, I don't even know all of those events, but every month there's so many gatherings. And so this is, yeah, this really vibe of ISM, that nothing ever stops. So that you receive the diploma, it doesn't mean like a thing, because like ISM is not only like educational institution, it's something much more. Yeah, so this is, I would always say, this is the platform, right? The platform where you can just make your dreams come true, because there is this perfect environment which gives you the opportunities, and you just need to be really open to them. So here you can see as well our Dean Dalius Misiūnas, so our president of one of the graduation moments when he's giving this scholarship as well to one of the graduates. Yeah, so of course we are a private university, and we do not have and we do not receive any funds from a government and so on. So of course we need to be by ourselves, by investors. Of course, let's say the scholarships that you can receive, they are only from investors who see the future of ISM and ISM potential students. So that's why we have those, but overall, so yeah, so this is everything you need to have or receive is by doing and further steps. So yeah, so very inspiring campus. I hope you catch the vibe, and so I will continue, and I try to do it very like briefly. So what we have, as I mentioned about this Oxford and Cambridge practice, so we really have modern teaching methods also. So you can see that from our lecturers. Always when someone is actually interested in coming and applying and having motivational interview, I always say, please check your program syllabus, your subjects, everything, and please check the professors. And please check professors via LinkedIn, because it's a really great sign when students check everything and then they know what is the difference between us and, let's say, some governmental university, maybe based even in Denmark, Netherlands, or whatever, because all professors, they are all from the field. So it means if there is one professor, he's teaching that specific subject, right? Another, he has like 5 more subjects, or that he's running to 3 more universities. No, he's an expert in that field. He is like fanat about that field, and you can see that he or she has their own business, their own platforms. Let's say business management and marketing program director. She has a fundraising platform where someone can put their idea and then see if someone invests in that. So yeah, as well, we have like best students. Which highest competitive scores in Lithuania. So that's why, of course, if you want to receive the scholarship, so this is like kind of a competition there, but everything is possible. I promise. And actually, very important thing, if you applied with a StudyCare, right, you already receive 15% discount. 15%. That's kind of a lot of money, to be honest. It means like, if we calculate there's 7 semesters, 15% is something around 1 semester fee, which means that you can pay only for 6 semesters, not 7 semesters, if you do not receive any of the scholarship. Yeah, so this is really great thing, I think. Yeah, so alumni would recommend studies, so you will check those comments at the end. And of course, close partnership with business, because we cannot imagine how it's possible actually for someone to not have a great connection with the businesses if you're in a business school, right? So we have 100 more partners, and every year students are taken from a school board, let's say, and those who are employed, they are already employed in 2nd or a 3rd year of their studies. Just this Saturday, I talked with my Latvian student who studies entrepreneurship and innovation program. He's now involved in 4 companies. I don't know how he's surviving, but he looked pretty okay. But this is what he was actually telling, that you just need to be open and proactive, because ISM gives so much opportunity that you need to be really sure which one of them you want to choose. So yeah, as I mentioned, so 50% lecturers are with international working and teaching experience, but overall like 70% have international education. Yeah, so this is what I mentioned before, and we have something around 17% of international students. And to be honest, for a university in Lithuania, as I mentioned, maybe not that exotic destination at first, it's quite big number. Yeah, so many students from different countries. So yeah, as I mentioned, we have partners, but as well exchange partners all around the globe in all 6 continents. So this student who works for 4 companies, Matis, he actually in his first year, so he spent 1 semester at ISM, and then the 2nd semester he went to South Korea or North. The one is the good Korean, so to good part of Korea. I think it's South Korea is the good part, I think. Yeah, I'm not good in geography, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so and then he came back, and then he went to Argentina, and so yeah, there is really great opportunities to go for a lot of not only double degree in France or Norway, but for many countries and universities. And what we are saying, it's an opportunity to half of your studies be abroad. So be out of ISM in Vilnius and be there. Yeah, so which is really, I think, a great opportunity to see the world. And ISM is giving you the scholarship and living for living expenses. And this is, yeah, really great. And yeah, so we're double degree partners, as I mentioned. So Catch Business School based in France, INSEC is based in France, and behind Norwegian Business School based in France. And what does it mean? Those triple crown accreditations. So it means that this school is those accreditations are most valuable in our whole world. So it means that this pattern, how they are teaching, is the most knowledge in all around the world. So as I mentioned, so a lot of students are from the to employment. So one out of three already owns their business during the studies. Some of them come after school with some ideas, and sometimes at the school. So I don't know how it's in Czechia and Slovakia, but let's say in Baltic states we have this at school. You sometimes need to make some projects and so on, and actually a lot of students start a kind of a business. So our graduates has 25% bigger salaries than other university graduates in Lithuania. So as I mentioned, 60% start work during studies, and there is a lot of opportunities to find the jobs are via ISM and all the opportunities we offer, but as well, yeah, so there are some simple jobs which you can have. So there's no such issues like in Netherlands, Denmark, or anywhere else with accommodation. Yeah, so students can. I never had any issues with that, and someone cannot find accommodation in Vilnius. Of course, it might be pricey now because it's inflation and prices really increases. But if you look very on time and everything, you can find really nice places to live in Vilnius. Yeah, so and work in their degree field, of course, and yeah, so here's the salary. So after the taxes, which is like 2-3 years after graduation, yeah, so something around 2,000. For masters, it's 2,400. Yeah, so this is actually a recent survey for alumni students. So graduates, it was last year's November. So for 500 graduates replied. So this is fresh data. So these are our programs, as I mentioned, like that we have those 6 or 7 semesters, as you see. So mostly for all the programs are 3.5 years, and this entrepreneurship and innovation program is 3 years length. And this is the program actually where my student I mentioned before studies, who is involved in 4 companies at the moment. But very briefly about each of them, maybe differences and the key points. So one of the most popular is international business and communication. So this means if we compare with business management and marketing, because it kind of sounds somewhere a little bit similar, right? So what you need to understand that international business is more like outsourced program. So it means everything with this business with the international relations. So how you can, let's say, implement some brands in other markets. Let's say in Slovakia, you have like nice a national brand of, let's say, I don't know, cosmetics or of maybe some healthy foods or something like that, and you want to introduce this brand in other markets. Yeah, so or vice versa. Let's say, do you have Lidl in Slovakia or Czechia? Yeah. Lidl, like, yeah. So let's say someone was traveling and saw that there is a Lidl who is really nice, cheap grocery store, and they didn't. So you didn't have that maybe a few years ago, and then there are companies who actually works like how implement new brands from abroad to the countries, let's say. And here the communication is as a tool as well, which can help you. So this means like more like, yeah, international communication relations, or how to work with the businesses all around the world, the networking and everything. And as you see, the bachelor thesis is a consulting project for a real company. And what is really important, yeah, so you can have a double degree with this program. And as well, this is mandatory at this program to have 1 semester abroad. It's mandatory, because if you do not do it, because it's international business, so you need to go internationally. If you don't do that, so this program can manage to business management and marketing. Yeah, so this is very important for those who are afraid that they need to stay in only Lithuania, so you can pick this program. It means that you definitely need to go somewhere. And then if we compare business management and marketing, then business management and marketing is not like outsourced, more like about, as I mentioned, like all the networking all around the world, but business management will teach you how from the scratch make your own business, step by step. What are the strategies, what you can do, how to involve, how to invest, how to increase your product popularity and everything. Yeah, so what is the brand awareness and so on. And very huge focus is on marketing, because I think during the COVID as well, everyone realized that how important is online environment and marketing, and that without it you can not be a successful entrepreneur. So yeah, and here it's like, yeah, as I mentioned, the focus on marketing, and then yeah, so solving the real business problems. And each program has the tour. So this program will have the study tour to Web Summit conference, let's say. Yeah. Then there are 2 programs, economics and politics and economics and data analytics. So what are the differences of those both? So as I mentioned, our professors who are actually graduates from like really top research universities in the world. So Vincent is a graduate of New York University. Actually, he implemented that program, as you see, international politics economy from New York University. So he made this program actually here at ISM, because what he saw that in Europe there is there's in Baltic states for 100%, there is no program like this anywhere. But yeah, so he saw that we need that, because we don't have here in Europe. And yeah, so this is great match of those who are interested in economics and maybe want to in future become presidents of Slovakia or Czechia. So the tour is visit to European Parliament, and a lot of politicians and coming to the lectures as well. So for this program, we have social clubs as politics club, debate club. So if you like essays, if you like debates, if you are like more, let's say, humanitarian and social science oriented, so you will like this program, because this will be about a history, about economics, about all the how does the governments work and how everything works. And yeah, so such a very political program, because if you ask like what your politicians, what kind of education they have, they mostly like have economics. Yeah, but there is this great match that they give the politics as well. Yeah, and it's a big difference. And economics and data analytics are, I would say, totally different from the part of mathematics. Yeah, because in this program you need to be good at maths. You need to know what is programming as well, because of course you will learn everything from the scratch. But like there will be programming in Python. Yeah, there will be mathematics. There will be so data analytics. It means a very specific program, but to be honest, very future-based program. Very, because it means that in the future, if you can, let's say, you cannot guess on like the market, and you cannot like tell that you are like, you know, extra sense or something, but overall, this is the truth. That you, when you know what are the tendencies of the markets, of the stocks, of the everything, you can make, you can be a perfect data analyst for the public institutions, for private institutions, so you can make the strategies and financial based arguments. So yeah, this is very valuable profession in a future. I don't know why I always want to say not the future but nature, because maybe sun is shining and spring is coming, and everyone probably is willing to go out in the springtime. Yeah, then finance, fifth program of our six. So very briefly, nothing much to say. Everyone who is interested in finance, they know why they're interested in finance. So very strong program and study to financial capital London. And what is most important, maybe thing to say, that this study program is designed to meet requirements for the CFA first level exam, which means that afterwards, when you have that kind of accreditation and graduation, so in this finance world, you are really like accepted, let's say. Yeah, so yeah. And the last but not least, but the program I mentioned before, which is the only program where you don't need maths at all. You will not study maths at all. There is where my student, Latvian student Matis, is studying at the moment, and all the things I mentioned about him traveling to Argentina and South Korea, I suppose to think. So yeah, this is actually real business simulation. So this is a startupper program, which means there will be no instruction like how to do, where to do. So this program is for those who are not afraid to fail. Yeah, because this is all by learning by doing. All the programs are learning by doing. All of them are practice-based with the internships and so on. But this program specifically is without any instruction. You just go. And the mentor, the program director, is a mentor, mentorship, yeah, from tech leaders. And this program was made actually specifically for the demand. Yeah, so what does it mean? President Dalius just thought that he needs to make kind of a tech leader conference and get all the like business people gathering, and he just asked, like, what does nowadays like technical leaders, companies, businesses, what they need, like what kind of professionals they need, what kind of profile in future will be necessary for companies. And then they made this program. So this program is not like academically made and so on. It's really from people who are from the fields, who are tech leaders in a Baltics. Yeah, so this is really interesting program, and it was a bit different. The one minus, at least at the moment, because it's just kind of a new program, let's say, I think 4 or 5 years, something like that, which is not too long. Yet we do not have double degree opportunities for this program because it's new. Yeah, but it's in a progress. So maybe while you apply and then go in because a double degree you can go in your 3rd semester or 4th semester or 5th semester. So still you're gonna be here in Lithuania for 1.5 years. So until that time, maybe it's already be there. So yeah, and as I mentioned, so our social clubs, you can see them here, and Fuchs Camp, of course, very important part of the gatherings at the beginning. So sports club, thing you need to know and look at. Actually, all the presentation, I couldn't show anything but show only this slide, because the most important part is our early admission information, which means that you actually have only 1 month left. And we have some students actually already from Slovakia who started the admission process and submitted applications. So thank you them. Yeah, so until 30th of April, so you need to apply. I will show you what kind of documents you need to apply. So it's motivational letter, most important part, because we will have motivational interviews with each of the students. So if you will get in touch with me or Chris or Camille, so we can prepare and tell you how to prepare for a motivational interview. Yeah, then mark sheets from last 1.5 years. So let's say your 4th year, 1st semester grades and your 3rd year grades. Yeah, as I know in your country there is like 4 grade system. in secondary school. Then, of course, passport and international English exam certificate. But it means, yeah, you need to check what do you have of those English exams. But we have our own ISM English test as well. And so I need to apply now because this is the only way how to get the scholarship. Because if you will apply afterwards, so this is early admission. But we do not call the time from 1st of May as a main admission. We call it additional admission, which means that this early admission actually is the main admission, yeah, because this is more likely to go and get admission. Motivation is more important. I think Chris mentioned something about this formula, so how it is. So I can briefly tell that, let's say we calculate that grade from 3 subjects from your mark sheets. We check mathematics, English, and third subject, like second foreign language, or I don't know, history or economics, like we will check like what you have there. So from those 3 subjects we have a grade. Yeah, I think you have 5-grade scale, if I'm not something yeah, so if I'm not confused now, but I think, yeah, you have 5-grade scale. Yeah, Chris, maybe you can say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so let's say, and 1 is the highest, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let's say you have, let's take a middle, so you have 3, yeah? You have 3 in those 3 subjects, your 1.5 year transcript, but then during the motivational interview, you are good, bright student, and you receive 1. So this will go like 50-50. So 50% during this stage will be your grades, and 50% will go for your motivational interview and letter. So it means your average grade, if we speak in Slovakian or Czech, will be 2, which is super high, and it actually will impact your scholarship test results, because then you have the success to scholarship test, which will be in a 2nd week of May. Yeah, so 10th of May, something like that. And then even when you get the results calculated together with this 2, yeah, 2 out of 5. And which means that even if you, so yeah, then we will see, so there will be some students who will be the lowest grades, highest grades, and with the better results in a test, or maybe with the better results in their grades. But yeah, so this is really great opportunity, and that's why you need to apply. And as well, because only until 30th of April there's free of charge application. Afterwards you need to pay 100 euros. So save 100 euros, please, and apply now. Yeah, and yeah, the scholarship test I mentioned, and consultation with students also are available. Yeah, so about the consultations, I will show you the link where you can apply if you want to. So here is our tuition fees, where you can see, like 3 years and the semester fee is higher, but the 3.5 years semester fee is lower. Why? Because only because of the semester that there is 1 more semester, and that's why it's cheaper, but the final amount is the same. Yeah. So, and as I mentioned, so if you apply via StudyCare, so you already can get rid of 1 semester fee. Yeah, automatically, without any scholarship test, without anything.